Perfect. Okay, we are recording. There's Kathy, Scott, Shannon, Victoria, Kay, Jess, Shauna. Great to have you guys on. This is going to be fun. The fun thing about tonight is it's going to be short, I think. I do like to talk, so we'll see what happens here. Okay, hold on. Trying to manage my screen. Okay. So anyway, this last week we had 8 different assignments, and I think 25, 26 people finished all the assignments. So I was really encouraged with that. I thought that was great. And I was encouraged with the assignments and some of the things that people had come up with. I just love seeing light bulbs go off for people, or for people to say things, like, this isn't as scary as I thought it was going to be, or that maybe the back office isn't so overwhelming, or maybe I didn't do this right the first time. Maybe I need to adjust this. It was such an encouragement to me to see your guys' interaction in the group. It was fun for me to see growth, and I love it. So a couple quick things. All of the assignments from last week, I'm going to turn the commenting off of those. That way, if I don't do that, people, if they comment on the old stuff, it goes to the top of the page, and then it's just a big nightmare. So I'm going to turn the commenting off on those. That way, everything's going to be new and relevant and fresh for the assignments that go out tonight. So just be paying attention to that. A couple things real quick. I want to hear from just a couple people real fast. I don't like to talk all the time. I like to hear from you guys, because if you guys ever want to learn a subject, teach it. So I'm learning here. I'm not just like teaching this thing. I'm learning alongside you guys. So I want to hear from somebody. I think, let me make sure. I'll help. Okay. So you can unmute yourself. So I want to hear just within a minute or two, something that stood out to you, something that challenged you in the assignments this last week, something that encouraged you, something that helped you, anything like that. Someone go ahead and unmute and tell us all what you learned. Nobody learned anything?
I'll go.
Okay.
I think that one of the things that struck me was just I have more credibility than I think I do. And I really have to start walking in that. I like to have everything all put together and really have a strong grasp of it before I speak it out. And I have to get over some of that and just share what I know, because that's enough at this point.
That is good. Yes. You don't have to know everything. And that's just it. I don't know everything. But what I do is I share what I do know. I share, sorry, I have a 2-year-old coming in to join the meeting here. But, one of the things is I share with people what I do know. And I don't spend a whole lot of time sharing it. I share with them what I've seen. I share with them what I've heard. I share with them my story. And, if I don't know an answer, I'm not afraid of just saying this is something they taught us in the Army. But if you don't know the answer, just say, I don't know the answer, but I'll get back to you on it. And I think it's, don't be afraid of not knowing everything. So a great, great point, Kathy. Who else? Anybody else? What do you pick up on this week? Just with some of the assignments. Somebody else get on here.
Hi, it's Shauna talking. I really am starting to grasp the concept that we really are sharing here, that we aren't salespeople. You know, I've been in that spot with the whole network marketing and the internet and how overwhelming that could be and how many products are out there, and that we can actually vouch for these and the positive effects that it can have on people, and just sharing how that impacts your life, how that can really touch people on a different level. And just being genuine and listening. And I actually signed my first ambassador today, so I'm really excited about that. So I'm learning something here, and I'm really proud of it. I didn't think that, you know, I even wanted to do the business aspect of it, and just that one has been so rewarding, and staying consistent with my sharing and reaching out and doing the things that you guys who are upper level are telling us to do. It really works, and these products are for everybody. Everyone can benefit from them, and my whole family has. So I'm just excited about it. So that's really it for now.
There we go. Well, first off, congratulations on signing your own ambassador. I'm super excited. That's just, you know, that really excites me. So I am excited. I may run around the building once after I get off the call here, because it just makes me excited. And I love what you had to say about, and this is why I want to point people to the back office. I know that it's slow. I know that it's foundational. I know that this isn't the magic pill people want. I know that all the different things. And I'll tell you guys right now, for the ones of you who are on here, there's a few more on here than I expected to be, because whenever you start something like this and you don't have a magic pill, and you can't tell people how to get to the top of the company in 3 days, they'll quit. So I congratulate you for being on here, because next week there'll be less people on here. And that's okay. It's not going to bother me at all. I'm going to keep going to the back office. I'm going to keep looking at the success kit, and I'm going to keep doing these simple things. I don't need a big, like I said, I'm too busy to be sophisticated. I got to keep things simple, and I can explain simple. I can be confident, and I can approach people with simple. I don't need spreadsheets and words I can't pronounce. You know, it just doesn't work for me. But anyway, what you had to say about we're not sales, we're just sharing. That's been my approach since about 6 months in the business. About the 6-month mark, I started to see, okay, this isn't going the way I want it to go. Why? And I'll explain some of that here in a little bit, why that didn't work. But it goes along the same thing that you're saying, Shauna. So great info. I appreciate that. Liz, I'm going to have you say something. It looks like you had something you wanted to share.
I just thought it was better to do a little bit at a time, because I sat down and I watched all of the videos. I went through I did all the little check marks, because I like check marks and I like checking them off and saying, I'm done with it. I did this. And I did it all in one day, all as many as they had, the whole thing. Sat there on and it was different doing it little by little. I got more out of it that way. Like, I wasn't like, I'm going to go gold now. You know, it was more like, oh, okay, this is a step to take. This is a step to take. And I thought that was helpful. That was all I was going to say.
Yeah. You know, there's a saying I heard one time. It says, inch by inch, it's a cinch, mile by mile to trial. So, you know, you set goals and you hit things and you mark little things and you take your first steps, you know, and you check them off your list and you keep moving. And like I said last week, we're not putting the roof on the building yet. We're laying a foundation here. So one of the reasons I'm doing it this way, and it seems slow, and it is. And some of the videos you're going to watch are really cheesy, I admit, but there's some good stuff in them. And like I said, we're laying a foundation. If you can lay a foundation in the first month or so of a person, or even the first 3 months, then you are very likely going to keep those people around. If you burn somebody out in the first week by chasing people around trying to sell stuff, it's going to be a hard row to hoe. So anyway, good stuff. I love it. A couple of things I just want to mention about the assignments from this last week. One thing is lists. A couple of assignments were lists. I can't express to you how important a list is. I've been at this 3 years. I still have a list of people. There is a way to, well, we'll talk about that later, but the list is important. And like I did on the video, I think it was last night, I did a Facebook Live on the group. Don't stop with 10 people. I mean, you're not going to reach out to 10 people and then speak on stage during convention. That's just not going to happen. But that list of 10 people that you put together is part of the simple plan of winning at this business. Keep putting 10 more people on it, 10 more people on it, 10 more people on it. I still have a list of hundreds of people that I'm working on. So you have the tools right there to put your plan together. You're putting a plan, you're putting a list of people's names together. And what you want to do with this is, I want to explain this really fast. And the assignments for this week are really going to help with this. And that is, the first 10 people on your list should be people you're already in relationship with. These are people that know you, people that trust you, people who know you're not selling something. And let me touch on that real quick. If you're going to go, I'll speak to Jason specifically here, because from a guy's perspective, if you go to a guy, one of your guys, Jason, at CrossFit, and you're like, and you start talking, big words, and you start trying to act like a doctor and just talking about things you normally don't talk about, they're going to look at you like, what is wrong with you? So one of my things is when you have this list of people, you're in relationship with these people already. They already know you. Just be yourself. They already like you. They're already your friend. You don't have to impress these people with big words that you normally don't use and talking about. Don't try to impress people. Our products and our business opportunity is enough. Okay, just share with them what we have to say. For me, if I'm talking to a guy, if it's a guy I'm in relationship with already, a guy I know, a guy who knows me, I'll just say, hey man, you should check this stuff out. I know you've been complaining about restless leg syndrome at night, or migraines, or gut issues, or whatever, the toenail fungus, whatever the case is. I say, hey man, you should look into this. This stuff has really helped me with A, B, and C. I could try to find some information and see if it'll help you with your issue. Why don't you check it out? And just invite them to check it out. Don't chase them. This list that you have, this is not like a repossession list. You're not going after these people, okay? You're just sharing with them what you have. You're inviting them to take a look at what you have. You're inviting them to go on this journey with you, okay? There should be no real great pressure for you to perform here, okay? Especially when you're going silver. You should be reaching out to people you're already in relationship with. But as you keep building your list of people, as you meet new people, as you are out and about, add those people to the list. And if you don't know them, don't go chasing them and try to sell them something. Build a relationship with them. This is a relationship business, guys. This isn't a sales business. There's enough people selling things out there. And here's what it does. And I mentioned this, I think last week, is if I post something on Facebook and it says, hey, help me earn this cruise, who am I concerned about? Me. That post says, hey, you help me. I want you to help me. This post is about me. and that just doesn't go over very well. People don't care what you know until they know how much you care. And truly, I genuinely believe that our products and our business opportunity can help a lot of people in our country and in other countries. I believe that we have what people are wanting and what people are asking and praying for. I believe that because we were praying for this before it came into our life. And so take the pressure off, share what you have to share with people, because what we have is worth sharing. Okay? Have fun with this. And when you approach somebody, approach them with them in mind. Okay? So think about, let's say you send a Facebook message to somebody, and or let's say I send you guys a Facebook message. Hey, join my team or watch me go to the top alone without you. Horrible message. But people send those messages. I'm serious. I'm not kidding. They send these, and I'm like, not interested, But if it's someone I'm in a relationship with and they reach out to me with my interests in mind, like, hey, Justin, I know you're a family guy. I know you really value family time and spending time with your kids. These products have given me energy so I could spend time with my kids. This business opportunity has freed up my time so that I can disciple my children. Would you be interested in just taking a look at what we have to offer? I mean, all I'm doing in that case is inviting a person to see what we have to offer. It's kind of like fishing. I mean, you don't throw dynamite in and blow up fish and then scoop up what comes to the top with a net. I guess you could. But you throw something out, you reel it a little bit, you jig it a little bit and see what you can get. If it doesn't work, you throw it out again. You just keep going. So enough about that. You have the list. You know how to put a list together. That list is basically a list to reach out to, and it's a list of people to build relationships with. That's going to be very important, especially this week, as you see the assignment. So a couple other things real quick. I didn't have these lists and these things about building relationship when I started. I really wish I would have. So I value what these things have to say, because I think they're good information. It took me 6 months or even longer to figure this stuff out by just doing the wrong thing. So your foundation is going to be more solid than mine was when I first started. So I'm excited. I'm excited for you guys. Okay, I mentioned a couple of those things. One of the other things that I like about this group and the way we're doing this is my girl Carla, she got on. She missed the Zoom last week, but then she caught back up and then started watching it. And she was messaging several times, hey, where do I find the videos? Hey, where is this stuff at? And then she found it because she watched the videos. And then the cool thing was someone else then asked, hey, where do I find these videos at? And then Carla responded right away, well, they're right there in the back office. So one of the reasons why I'm doing it this way is so we can be familiar at the back office and we can show other people where to find stuff. There is a method to my madness here. So enough about last week. I mentioned also that I'm going to turn the comments off of last week's posts, just so we can keep things fresh and relevant for this week's assignments. Mention that. What else? Once I get off here, I'll post again. I'll post all the assignments for the week on the group Facebook page. And what else? What am I missing? Drawing. We're going to do a drawing. We are going to do a drawing. There was 25 people, I think, that 25 people were on or finished all the assignments for last week. So we're going to do a drawing for $50 here in a minute. Before we do that, does anybody else have anything about the assignments this last week, about a victory. We already heard about someone signing up their first ambassador. That's huge. Anybody else? What do you get? Anybody else have anything they want to share?
I was going to remind everybody that tomorrow night is the Spanish Zoom call, and if we listen in on that and listen for the email address at the end, that we can get either 3 or 4 of the $20 off sign-up codes that we can use this coming week. So I was going to remind everybody about that.
There you go. Good information. Thank you, Shannon. Okay, so 25 people. I'm going to draw. I have my mom coffee mug with some names in it. I'm not going to look and cheat, but I'm going to draw 2 names tonight instead of just 1. So 2 $50 winners tonight. Let's see who we got here. Okay, the first one is Jill Weiss. If I mispronounce your name, I'm not going to do it on purpose. So I'm really trying hard, okay, for people. But Jill Weiss is one. And Alyssa, it's Wablickis. You know who you are. I don't know how to, I don't want to butcher that. So anyway, so the 2 of you, let's see, send me a Facebook message and then I'll get your information and I will get a check in the mail for $50 to you guys. Okay. Now, okay, I mentioned a couple of those things. So the assignments this week, I'm going to post those as soon as we get off here. One thing real quick, a lot of what you're going to hear this week is going to be the same thing over and over again, and it's about relationships. It's about being genuine. It's about, being yourself. And I think it's really, like I said, it's really critical stuff. And just have fun with it and just pay really close attention to what's being shared. I don't think it's real difficult stuff. It's stuff that you'll read and go, yeah, that makes perfect sense. But like I said, I wish I would have had some of this information when I started, because when I started, I went from Army road construction to network marketing. So there was quite a transition that had to take place before I started doing it in a way that wasn't scaring people off. So if I would have known about relationship, and building relationships, then I would have not had one of my friends come to me and say, hey, don't lower yourself to the level of selling Plexus. Just share it. We know you love it. You believe in it. So just share what you have to share and quit trying to sell it. So that was really good advice. So anyway, any questions before we go? Let's see what Shannon says here. Okay, so there's some information there Shannon gave on samples. Whenever I've given samples, I really don't give a whole lot away. I give, if I give a stick of Slim away or something, it's just for taste. I'm not trying to balance their blood sugar for life. I'm not giving them I'm not giving them free samples for life. It's just for taste mainly, is what I do on that too. So, but any questions? What do you guys got? Somebody's got something out there. No? Jason, how was your race? Good. We got a thumbs up. Good deal. Okay. Well, I am going to go then. No one else has anything? Like I said, feel free to reach out. I know that everybody is busy. Let's see. Okay, so Liz speaks Spanish and is wondering if that's the Zoom for the call. Yes, it is for Spanish. There you go. And just a quick thing, a quick tip in the back office, you'll see a whole section full of Spanish tools that we are free to use and share. That's a direction that Plexus is really going. I don't know what that means for the future. I don't have any inside secrets or information on that, but I would assume that we are going to be targeting the Spanish communities to some level. So keep that in mind as you're reaching out to people. So guys, have a great week. Get the assignments done. I'll have more things just like we did this week, and feel free to reach out anytime. I'll chat with you throughout the week. Have a good one.